In this video, we're going to take a quick look at Ohio State and their RPOs. They don't run just a ton of them, but they're pretty good at it. Obviously, like everything else that they do, they're really simple, but they're really effective and have really good players that execute. They're actually running inside zone right here. They're in 20 personnel, and they're running an arrow and a slant right there. Obviously, they've got 6 blockers, so they're going to block those 4 up to those 2 backers. Here's your read. If he steps into the box right here, you know there's going to be a lot of space right there for the slant. Obviously, the outside receiver has to beat man coverage and has to win to that spot. But right there, you're going to trust that he's going to do that, and he's going to make a play for you. Right here, as this play, you can see getting a great double team right there on the A-gap player up to the play side backer. He's basing out the 5 tech. They're doubling that 3 tech all the way up. Right there, he's on that C-gap player. He's going to cut him out. So right here, Justin Fields, he's got his eyes right here on this backer. If he steps in, he knows that his receiver is going to win to the outside. Right here, as this is played, you can see if that would have been a hand, there is a pretty good crease right there. You probably want to keep your outside shoulder free so you can get up to that backer and so you don't get edged. But you can see, here's the backer that you're reading. He's all the way down into the box. So he's right there filling to that, basically the D gap, for if that thing bent all the way there for the inside zone, he'd be the free hitter. But since it's RPO in it, they see that he steps in, and they're going to throw that slant right there. And you can see this route is a really good route against press coverage. Just squares his feet up, gets vertical for 3 steps, leans to him to try to get a little bit of a kind of like a V cut in basketball to try to create some space, and he cuts that thing pretty flat right there with a lot of space. Anytime you got that much space against man-to-man, you've definitely done a great job with your route. And then again, really accurate ball right there by Justin Fields. That backer stepped up just enough that he's able to get that around him. Never really want to throw over linebackers, which right there I think he throws right behind him. But again, really accurate ball right there on a simple RPO, getting the ball out there in space for Ohio State. Here's another really simple RPO that Ohio State ran a few times, especially early in the year against Nebraska. They're running a mid-zone or outside zone that direction again. They're going to take care of those 4 down, these 2 backers right here. There's going to be your initial read to see if he can get underneath this route, which they're just running just a hitch. They're running about a 5-yard hitch on both sides, and we'll look at a few other looks. But obviously, the first thing you want to make sure of is if that guy's getting underneath it, then it's 2-on-1, and you're going to be positive in the box. And then I'm not sure what they're teaching, but obviously if this guy's down pressed, I'd assume that they're probably converting that to a go, trying to get over the top. But on the run on this with the outside zone or mid-zone, obviously you got your outside techniques right there. They're going to reach there to the number 1 backer. They're going to probably double that 3 up to this backer that's going to fold into the box, and then he's going to try to take that C-gap defender, reading right here D-gap, and right there, if he's got room on that hitch, he's going to take it. If he's down pressed, you want to take that thing vertical, and right here as we play it, obviously he's stepping in. He's not going to be any help over there. We're definitely one-on-one right here with a lot of space, so this field pulls it and throws it right there. Obviously, the receiver slips a little bit. You can see his shoulders are way back. Whenever he comes to stop, his shoulders are way back. He's got to get his shoulders over his toes so that he's got more balance right there. A lot of pressure on his heels, so those feet slip out from underneath him. He's still able to make the play, but you can see just the fundamentals weren't quite there running that hitch, and then a really easy read right there with a lot of space for an easy completion. Here's the same read for Ohio State in the same game against Nebraska. Obviously, when your read is sprinting through the box just like that, it's going to be a pull. So he pulls that. He sees that his butt's literally turned to him. He's getting a lot of depth, so he just sits. He hitches it up and throws that thing to him. Free completion right there. Literally a one-on-one tackling situation with an entire third of the field, just based off of this outside backer or strong safety rolling into the box and a corner playing off. Take the completion all day, make them sit out there and get your numbers in the box right. When you look at this play, it looks like it's going to be the same read, but whenever you delve into it a little bit more, it ends up being a little bit different. But right here, they're just running a split zone, running inside zone right here. And Penn State's actually in a 2 safety look. All right, so you got a twins look, you got 2 receivers over there. There's the outside backer, there'll be a corner. Safety's over the top. There's probably a safety somewhere around the hash. So this guy could play low. And if he plays low, then that means that they stayed too high, and that safety's probably getting over the top right there, and you're going to be even or neutral in the box right there to hand the ball off. But right here, I believe it's a post-snap read. When he gets this thing snapped, he's reading basically that corner, And if that corner backs up and he knows he's going to have space for that hitch, he pulls it and he throws it. So a few different things right there, because obviously there's not an alley player right here. There's nobody here in the alley. The only guy that could be the alley player is the corner, and then get that safety on the top. But right there, he backs up, so really no alley player. So hitch that thing up, throw him the ball right now, get a completion. Make him either play a little bit more aggressive with the corner, and then you can go over the top. And if that corner is a little bit more aggressive right there, obviously the safety's rolling to it, and now you can get 2-on-1 with double post and all that stuff over there to the 2 receiver side. Here's a play right here. I'm not real sure if it's RPO. I really don't think it is, but I thought it brought up kind of an interesting point right here. They brought their receiver in motion. Obviously, against man coverage, a lot of times those guys will run and they'll lose sight of them. You can throw that thing to them and get an easy completion and get the ball in space. And a lot of times it's a big play, especially down there when you know it's going to be man-to-man. But right here, he comes in motion and he goes back out. And as you play it, you can see they're basically running inside zone. Could be kind of a duo look right there if he kicks right there. And if he goes that direction, his guy stays with him. You could pump it right there, and then you could run with your quarterback back the other direction, which right here they end up doing. But Justin Fields doesn't quite see it. He should slip right in there and hopefully get into the end zone. But as you can see, that could be a possibility for an RPO. I really don't think it is right here. But again, motion that guy back and then send him that way. Or you could just swing him or do whatever and read the man over the top of him. If he gets lost or there's space, throw it. If not, then pump it, and we'll run the ball right there with the quarterback, which having Justin Fields back there definitely helps.